Hello, I'm Robin Gibson and this is the Harvard House Money Morsel. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us again. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell so you get a notification of when we release a new video. I'm sitting today with Willie Pelser. Hello Willie, how are you doing?
Morning Robin. Yeah, it feels like I'm back, but I wasn't anywhere. It's just I haven't been in the chair.
It's rather a cool, it feels like autumn's definitely arrived, cooler mornings and evenings. Willie, last week we interviewed Michael around the budget. And I think we commented at the time that the Rand really liked the budget because I think it screamed back to sub 1880. I think Michael said it touched 1870, and then came the weekend and it disappeared the other way. I think we went to 1930 or even worse. Explain to us. I'm assuming that was about the budget because it didn't happen to any other emerging markets. So what was that all about?
Robin, I think the euphoria around the budget, in the sense we're paying off some debt. That was a positive for the Rand when it sort of dipped below 19. And then what we all do, what financial markets do, you have the event, you start analyzing and thinking. So I think there's three reasons why the Rand has weakened since then. And the first one comes back to the budget. The principle of, yes, we found this pot of gold, and we're raiding that with respect to pay off debt, which is a positive. However, analyzing the budget deeper, there's no growth prospects in the budget. So the fact that we're raiding this to pay off debt means we're struggling on the income line.
Okay.
The only reason to get the income line going is you need pro-growth budget. That wasn't there. That's the reason the Rand's starting to weaken. Is there's nothing in the budget alluding or pointing in that direction. So that's one reason. A second reason is actually what's happening globally, just on the expectation of interest rates.
Yes.
So we had this view that globally, starting with the Fed, is quickly into the year. We're in March already. That in March we might have the first, or we will have the first rate cut.
Okay.
It's not happening. Markets are saying this will be sort of postponed, whether it's 6 months or longer.
Yes.
So the scenario of where's safety in the system from a flow of funds perspective, if the US is going to stay at a higher level and some of the European countries which are deemed to be better investment markets or growth markets, money will flow there. It's leaving the Rand in the rearview mirror. And then we also had trade statistics, so that's a physical flow of funds for South Africa. A huge deficit for January, I think it was 9.4 billion if I remember correctly. If it wasn't, flip the 9, make it a 6. But it is a deficit.
Yes.
So money doesn't want to stay in South Africa.
Okay.
We're not exporting stuff, so there's no flow of funds coming
So
back.
Transnet is hurting in that space.
Transnet is definitely hurting, and as I say, the prognosis for the South African economy is not one of lifting itself out of the mud and running forward. So all this risk that I've just pointed out now, those three factors, is actually causing the Rand to weaken. Another reason, as you say, the Transnet is the mining industry. That's our flow of funds in, and it's not happening.
Yes.
So there's not enough dollars coming into the system. More Rands leaving, if I can put it that way. So that's why the Rand's there, and we've seen the volatility in the Rand. I'm not saying with all of this negativity we suddenly just a one-way bet.
Yeah.
But we're weaker than other markets because of these reasons.
Yes. Yeah. And so, I mean, it's the same thing again. Until things really change in terms of US interest rates, we can't really expect much more than that going forward.
And I think we mustn't forget the whole risk scenario in the world around elections.
Yes.
And our own, there's surveys for this, and then it looks positive. There's surveys for that, and then it looks negative. So that's also the Rand express a view on these things.
Yes, absolutely. Well, there's a lot of water that needs to go under the bridge. Willie, thanks for giving us the insight. Thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.